Hi, Divanshu. Good morning.
Hello, Praveen. Good morning. We'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes for people to
Yeah,
join in, then we will start.
yes.
Right?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining in. We are waiting for 1 more minute for everybody to join in, and then we will begin. Thank you for your patience. All right. Hello, everybody. We are starting up, and thank you for joining in. This is our second webinar in the series of letting you know what TimeChamp has to offer. Today, we will be focusing on to something which is pretty interesting and something that is absolutely important for most of the organizations globally. And what we are going to be talking about is automating your attendance. How do you do that with the help of TimeChamp? What is the impact? What are the issues that you face? So let us look at the topic today, that is from manual to magical. We consider it as a magical transformation, automating attendance for a smarter workforce. Moving forward, we will be looking at an agenda. The agenda is going to be having information onto the problem with manual attendance. These problems are general, faced by almost all the organizations. Some of the problems may be a little bigger, something will be a little smaller, but there are issues. Why automation is the future? Product walkthrough. So I'll take you through to some, screenshots and maybe the product and real world success stories. So, how our customers have seen a change and the impact of having time champ and automating their manual attendance. Okay. And then we have the questions and answers in the last 10, 15 minutes. Whatever questions you may have, you can park them, you can ask them during that time, and we will be going ahead and giving you the responses. So let's look at the first side of it, the problems. Because until we have a problem, we never try to find a solution. So the problem over here is that manual attendance is a time sink. What does that mean? It basically goes ahead and wastes a lot of time of the HR personnel. It creates a lot of confusion, a lot of errors, issues, and everything. Let's look at it, point to point. So the common issues faced are buddy punching. Instead of me, somebody else goes, I'm 15 minutes late. My friend says, okay, I'll punch in for you. Okay, he has my access card or something, which is very common practice in office. It is a very common practice, even when there are times when, some of the companies still go that muster way, wherein there is an entry which has to be made on the muster. Then comes in the annual errors in manual attendance. Errors, we all are human. We all are going to make some errors once in a while, but even one error results into lots of issues. Why do they result in issues is because I may get paid less or somebody else may get paid more. What they deserve, they did not get paid for. Overtime they did not get paid for, etc. Incentives. So it's not only attendance, it's a lot of things which are associated with attendance, which gets into a trouble when it is manual attendance and there are errors. These errors then result into delays because you will have to correct those errors. You will have to correct those issues or concerns that have happened. And now is the time when the payroll, which had to run on the 30th of every month, gets delayed and it is going to be run on the 1st or 2nd, resulting in delayed salaries and issues and concerns. Lack of transparency. There is no transparency because it's written manually, it's entered manually into a system. Even if you use an Excel, some of the organizations do use an Excel, some of the organizations do use some other module, maybe a biometric system or something like that. Okay. But there is a lack of transparency when it comes to it. So you need a unified system which gives you complete visibility into what is happening onto your attendance and the time. Then timesheet and payroll errors, because if there is a error somewhere, it results into multiple series of errors, and that is where your timesheet and payroll errors would occur. And it all will result into one thing, which is the most dissatisfaction thing, which is the employee dissatisfaction with inaccurate payrolls. Employees are the backbone of any organization. Employees work, everybody gets paid. Now, if they are not getting paid, it's a problem. So it is always a good thing to have a solution to all these problems other than lingering on with these problems and letting them sink you. Let's look at what are the solutions that TimeChamp proposes and how does it make an impact. Let's look at them. The ultimate solution, that is, we propose as automated attendance with TimeChamp. Real-time attendance analysis. So with TimeChamp, you will know real time who's in, who's out, at what time have they come in, at what time have they started working, what is the time that they have started on the system. Integration with hardware or software. Maybe you will having a biometric system or a software HRMS tool or something like that. You can go ahead and you can integrate TimeChamp with them. Both the softwares talk to each other, biometric, the hardware and TimeChamp talk to each other. You get a clear vision onto what exactly has happened. What time did the person come in? This also ensures that the sync, the integration also ensures that you have information onto when did the person check in, okay, and what was the time that the person started working. So you can see that, greenage or gap analysis also. It results into accurate records synced with payroll, resulting into easy reporting. Okay. Alerts for late logins and early logouts. So you can see alerts. Otherwise, you never know when are people coming, they're supposed to be coming, and what time are they going. So you can have those alerts for late logins and early logouts. Geofencing for remote and field employees. If in case you have remote teams, if you have field employees, you can go ahead and you can have remote access for them. Geofencing access for them. You would know that where exactly are they, how many people are they meeting, whom are they supposed to be meeting, who were they supposed to be meeting, and what exactly happened, what is their current location. You can even know that. So it helps you to automate your entire system. Along with that, this doesn't end. Along with that, you can see the check-in and check-out dashboard. So we have multiple dashboards, just like this one over here. I'll take you to the product and I'll show you what all dashboards do we have. Along with that, you have other dashboards over here, attendance reports. These reports are in multiple. You can actually schedule them, you can download them, you can play around with them and ensure that, if you have any other tool wherein you create a particular report or you mix a couple of reports and you present it to your management, you can easily do that. Now, there are times when you would yourself be on a break, maybe on a holiday or something, and you need some kinds of alerts, etc. You can have an alert. You can have these alerts on any exceptions or any concerns or any issues that happen. You can have an alert when people are absent, people are there, or whatever. If the numbers are not met, numbers in the sense, the time of hours are not met. So you can have all those. Now, let me take you to a walkthrough of the product, which will give you the more information. I hope you can see my screen over here, which talks about, let me minimize my appearance so that it is very clear to you. So what it talks about is the attendance. Okay, so let me give you a gist of the dashboard. Dashboard talks about the averages and everything, and let's talk about the attendance in specific. Now, attendance over here is going to be giving you the team count. Otherwise, you may not know. On leave, you may not know if you're running a manual process. Okay, and people who are absent, you may not know until you are having an automated solution. Click on it, and you will be able to see the names of those people who are absent or present. Okay, and with the present, you can look at further information which tells you what is the in time, what is the finish time, working hours, productive hours. So you can actually see what are the productive hours in the sense that you can see that where are people working on, etc. And then you can see a timeline report for them. Okay, so over here you can see that what is the day structure, day breakdown for everybody, from what time to what time they worked and what exactly happened. So it gives you a extensive information into your team, which results into what? So a dashboard is created, and there is another dashboard which we are creating right now, which gives you an overall view of your organization. What does this do? This provides you information onto what exactly is happening. Okay, it provides you information onto your overall team structure or your organization structure, and lets you know where are the outliers or where are the gaps that you need to work on, rather than doing micromanagement. Because until you have automated solution, until you have time champ, you would be always concerned that is everything going good, is there a problem, how to solve the problems. You will be always in a mess. So to create that particular sense of security, removing you from insecurity, we provide you with all those things, which definitely go ahead and help you. Okay, moving forward, we will go back to our presentation and look at certain other things. Okay, now with all the solution and automation and everything that happens, what next? The benefits. Let's look at the benefits. Over an average of 1100 customers by now that we have heard a lot of benefits, a lot of percentages and everything, a lot of assessment that we've done internally and externally. What we have come to a conclusion is that there are 40% on an average, which is being time saved on attendance related activities. There is 3x improvement in compliance and accuracy. There is better workforce insights and planning. It removes the possibilities of fraud and manipulation. Consider you are my manager, not happy with me. You want to target me somehow. Go ahead and, manipulate my attendance, which you cannot, because timestamp becomes one source of truth. You see what I see, what I see, you see. So it's a transparent software which comes in between the employees and the employer, all the departments. They see the data for their own things. Okay, so they can go ahead and they can share that information and be as transparent and as accountable as possible. It increases the accuracy in payroll and client billing, because there are some companies who want to go ahead and bill their customers based on the hours that their team has worked. So it ensures that there is accuracy, and you can also ensure that your client billing happens appropriately and there are no errors as compared to the manual attendance. All right. Now let us see. You might be thinking, okay, this is a normal thought. We all are humans. We think normal thought comes in benefits. Okay, these are the benefits. They say, what is the proof? Let's talk about the proof. Case studies. These case studies are not something that we have just made them. Okay, these case studies are the ones wherein the clients have gone ahead, approved, agreed on it, and that's where we share it. The problem. So there's a company called as Agilician, a very respectful company, and we saw what the problem was, the impact of the problem, and everything. So let's look at it. They faced several difficulties in managing and analyzing employee work, along with the attendance, especially during remote work. Their previous monitoring tool lacked visibility and control, making it challenging to ensure smooth operations. Your attendance is linked directly to your operations, to your output, to your productivity, and everything. If people are less, your output is going to be impacted. If attendance is not taken care of, everything is going to be getting impacted. So, what was the impact of it? Difficulty in keeping track of employee availability because of no system, limited visibility and control, no system, project delays and poor planning, reputation and operational impact. Now, what did we do? The solution, accurate attendance information. That's what TimeChamp provided. Error-free timesheets. That's what we provided. User-friendly and cost-effective. We are absolutely user-friendly. We are rated about 97% by G2 on user-friendliness. And then we have improved visibility and transparency and better workforce management. What happened next? The benefits. Boosted productivity and client satisfaction, efficient issue detection and resolution, streamlined operations, increase of 70%, workforce productivity. There's a spell error. Sorry about that. Now, let us look at what they have to say. Okay. So they said, simply awesome. This is their testimonial. This is their own sentence, their own words. If you have any suggestions, TimeChamp is an open ground to share your thoughts and pick the seats required. Why they said that? Let me tell you, we are 200 people strong team, out of which we have 50 developers working day in and day out to solve issues, to help our customers, to bring in those customizations, automation, and everything to the table. And that is where when a customer walks in and tells that this is something that I'm looking for, maybe not today, but in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, we provide that. We are absolutely agile and we have our own tool. We don't have to depend on anybody. Okay. Moving next, let's look at the next case study. There's a company called as QBSS. QBSS is right now a part of another global entity. Let's talk about the problem that they had. QBSS encountered several operational challenges as it adapted to a predominantly remote work model. The foremost issue was the lack of an effective system to accurately track the working hours of its remote employees. What was the impact? The impact was errors in timesheets and attendance, delays in reporting, invisible workforce and missing stats, accuracy taking a hit. Of course, accuracy will take a hit in such a situation. What was the solution? The solution was given by TimeChamp, which was about smart integration with current tools. So as I mentioned earlier, we can integrate with your current tools. You just have to name them and we can plan it out. Automated and accurate attendance and timesheets, customizable reports, shrinkage reports. I'll show you what those shrinkage reports mean. Automating the entire process for more than 2,000 employees. Not an easy job. The benefits. Immediate insights into work patterns, tailored parameters targeting team-specific needs, flexible schedules, break analysis, as well as transparency and accuracy increased by 27%. They are a 2,000-member strong team having all these achievements just because of our initiative of providing them the automated attendance along with the other productivity enhancement features. What they say, TimeChamp has significantly improved how we manage our remote workforce at QBSS. The real-time tracking and timesheet features are effective and it's cost-efficient, user-friendly, and backed by a responsive support team. TimeChamp is one in a million organization which provides you support 24/7 by experienced support staff who is available over the phone, WhatsApp, emails, Teams, everywhere. So we don't hide away after giving you a solution. We talk to you. We try to solve all the issues that you may have. Moving forward, let's look at the last one more case study. And that is about Young Decade, another organization who had issues about facing issues in managing attendance and performance evaluations. Their prime concern was time consumption and the additional manpower required due to an improper system to manage attendance. Until you know that how much manpower is capable of doing how much work, you will always be unaware that do you need more people? Are there already enough people? What exactly do you need to do? Impact of the problem: headaches, over manual attendance keeping, missing records, heavy time consumption, need for constant human effort. The solution: automated attendance for remote and in office workers. It's a mixed hybrid environment for them. Centralized dashboard for workforce management, reporting and analysis, accurate timesheets, and billing. The benefits that they saw are fully automated attendance tracking, 8 hours plus of saved every week on manual record keeping. Imagine. Performance analytics, saved HR time since, and reduced administrative overhead. Okay. What they had to say: TimeChamp has made managing our work so much easier. Now we can handle projects, tasks, time, track time, and manage attendance effortlessly. It's simple to use, and the support team is always helpful. It has really improved the way we work. So this is what Young Decade said. Now let us look at some of the reports real quick, which will take you to what exactly are these reports doing and what exactly are they providing you with. Okay, so let's look at the reports over here. So we have a report section which provides you with all the time and attendance things. Okay, so this is where the shrinkage report comes into play. These are your schedules, for an instance. So you can schedule the shift of your staff, and then you see the actual shift. Okay, and then you see the early out or late ends. Okay, so you can see that what is the drainage, and then we provide you with the data. You can take data driven decisions to understand whether this is impactful, this is something that is of concern, or you can let it go. You can also see whether it is a trend which you need to address. You can also see whether there is something that you need to take care of beforehand. So it makes you more proactive. How? It gives you an opportunity to export the files, export the reports right away, or you can schedule any of the report on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis in whatever days that you want, and the time that you want, and the time zone that you are into. Along with that, whatever format you are looking for. Remember, PDF is going to be a little bit of a pictorial. You cannot play around with it, but Excel and CSV definitely you can. So you can schedule those reports. And we are also working on scheduling more reports for you. Now, just imagine you can have monthly attendance report and everything that you saw on the presentation, also a gist of it, monthly timesheet that you saw a gist of it. Let me take you to the break time split report, which tells you that what is the time that they have taken the break for, etc. Along with that, the most interesting aspect, where many companies like ours charge you thousands of dollars for creating custom reports for them. For you, we provide you custom report option over here. You can build your own custom reports. Okay. If that is a very complicated report, you can let us know and we can try and help you out. But the basic custom reports can be built from here itself, from your tool itself. You don't have to worry. You don't have to think that, oh, I'm going to be charged extra for that. Okay. So that's what we bring on the table. Along with that, we talk about the other things. We are also working on one thing which is called as attrition risk report, which is going to give you information onto any person who is all of a sudden having a change in their behavior, in the work that they were doing, and some changes which happened, which are impacting you somewhere or the other. So you can understand if there is so we provide you this information. This is in the making. Okay. But just for your idea, that it will tell you the names of people, department, designation, and it will have a high risk score. And it will tell you that what could be the reason for them to get into the higher risk score. Okay. So this is just a gist of what we are building along with what you have seen already. Moving forward, what we do is, why do we stand out? Okay. We stand out because we empower visibility, not micromanagement. So we give you the dashboard wherein you see everything and you don't have to, worry about every individual. You can just worry about those people whom you have to really. Trusted by distributed teams across industries. We are trusted by 1,100 customers globally. We have our footprint in 127 countries by now, which means that there are various entities coming in from BPOs, manufacturing, banking, NBFC, everywhere. who are trusting TimeChamp for providing them the solution that they are looking for. Trusted by distributed teams across industries, let you be in-house or in-office working team or a hybrid or a remote team. We are designed in a way that you can absolutely rely on us, and we can provide you with everything that you are looking for. Designed for customization and scale. We are super agile, as I mentioned earlier, so we can customize the tool as per your requirement. We can ensure that you get the basic customizations within the plan, but if there are something more, we can scope it out, understand. Along with that, we ensure that you don't have a problem with scalability. Okay, so we have thousands of situations wherein we have customers with 10,000, 5,000 users. Never faced an issue, never faced a concern on how they are working, what exactly are they doing, how are they using the tool. Now, let's look at what you get along with TimeChamp if you go ahead and you sign up. Okay, if you're already a customer, I'm sure you're getting this and you're experiencing it. So when you partner with TimeChamp, you get more than a tool. You gain a complete workforce analytics platform to build to drive performance, trust, and results. So we today we were talking about attendance. We will be talking about more things in the future, and you will realize that we touch every sphere of an organization, all sides of the coin, which give you information which is absolutely important for any organization to run very smoothly. We are built on a scalable, secure, and enterprise-grade architecture. Why we say that? We are compliant with GDPR. We are compliant, HIPAA compliant. We are ISO compliant. We are SOC compliant, SOC 2 Type 1 compliant. We are working on other compliances, but you don't have to worry. We have companies which I've shown you, and I can tell you that there is a link. You can reach out on timechamp.io/case studies. Just go on that and you'll be able to see all those case studies of some organizations wherein you will be able to realize whom are we working with. So TimeChamp's robust technology ensures seamless performance, even at scale, with support for cloud, on-prem, and hybrid environments. Okay. What you get along with it, you get support, 24/7 support, email, WhatsApp, phone, account manager, which is dedicated for growth discussions. If you tomorrow have to add any more people, you can absolutely be rest assured that we have your back. Client success manager dedicated to your success, because your success is our success. So the custodian of your account is going to be the client success manager. All your training needs, adoption needs, follow-ups, everything is going to be taken care by this client success manager. We have a very robust tech, scalable, secure, enterprise-grade architecture. We can provide you with all the information about it. And it is, as I mentioned earlier, agile customization and reporting. So tailored dashboards, workflows, and reports to suit your specific needs. So you don't have to worry that, okay, this is a a tool which has only some features and I'll be only using them. And what else? What if I need some customization? We can do it for you. What if I need some integration? We can do it for you. So we are absolutely available to address all your concerns. So this was it that I wanted to present. This was it what I wanted to share. Thank you for being with me. Now we are going to be moving towards some information that we are based out of India and UK. In India, you can find us in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai. Some of our people work in Jaipur and other places. However, our head office happens to be in Hyderabad and in Ongole. Ongole is near Guntur and Vijayawada. We have 200 people working with us, and we are having customers out of 127 countries, predominantly in India. Now let's look at any questions or any particular things that you may have. This is it from my side on the presentation. Let's discuss about your questions that you may have. So I see that there are a couple of questions which we have over here, which talk about how will track the people who are on leave based on what constraints will it decide that they are on leave. So you have on TimeChamp, you can go ahead and you can create schedules Okay. And while you create schedules, you can say that these people are scheduled to be on leave on this day. And employees can also. So we have two predominant versions of the tool. One is silent, wherein employees do not talk with timestamp. They work as they were. And that is where you as a manager will have to put it. Or else, if there is another way which is interactive, so employees have the opportunity to talk with the tool and apply for the leave, and that can be approved. So we have that approval mechanism. Do the employees need to log in or start the tracker manually every single day? Again, two things in fact, many things on this. So the first is that when we talk about silent version, automatic tracking, you can decide whether you want the tracker to work from 9 to 6 or it has to be forever. So you can decide on that. In interactive, also you can restrict, or the employees, when they start their day, they click on the start button and it starts. So you can be very specific with everything like that. There may be a situation where one employee comes to the office and starts another employer's system. How can we accurately determine the exact in time and such a case? Now, starting a system is not the only solution that, somebody has to have when they are trying to start the system. You need a login. Okay. So it is a user-based login that happens. So until the user has logged in, it won't work. Plus, even if they have come in and they have logged in, there are times, there are settings wherein we can have timeout option. So if they have logged in, but there is no activity, it will stop. It will not track. So there are ways to do it. What if the employees work in split shifts or log in and log out multiple times a day? You can set up split shifts, you can create them, and log in and log out multiple times a day is absolutely possible. There is no problem. You can go ahead and you can see that information on the day breakdown, which I showed you a gist of it. I can send you more information about it so you can, connect with us. How can we get attendance of people working on different shifts using the same system? So there is a unanimous or unified dashboard wherein you will be able to see all the information. Along with that, you will be able to see that how many hours have they worked. And if you would like to see the time zone work, you can also do that. Next is there a mobile version of TimeChamp for attendance tracking? Yes. There is a mobile version of TimeChamp, which can be used for attendance tracking or any other thing. Next is, can employees apply for leaves from TimeChamp itself? We have recently released it. Yes, the answer is yes. You can get in touch with our sales team, or if you're already a customer, you can get in touch with our customer success team, and we can we can show you how to do it. The next question is, can we use the data from TimeChamp for appraisals or performance reviews? It takes us a little away from the attendance per se, but yes, you can. We have the analytics section. So we also have a lot of other features in which you can use this data. We also have comparative analysis. We also have insights. So we will talk about this particular thing in our next session. Next is, will this slow down the system performance? Absolutely not. It will not slow down the system performance because it consumes only 20 MB of your RAM memory. Okay. RAM is random access memory. Correct me if I'm wrong later. Okay. The next question that I would like to take from somebody who's anonymous is, can employees apply from leaves from TimeChamp? Yes. The next I have from one more person who says, how long does TimeChamp setup take? Okay. So TimeChamp setup can take any time from 15 minutes to 2 hours, depending upon the settings that you want. So it's pretty much fast. We don't just let you do your own setup. We help you do your setup. So we bring you on a meeting, and we have our POC team who sets up that particular meeting, sets up all the expectations. It is our responsibility to understand that what exactly you are looking for. Based on that, we set it up for you. It doesn't take more than 15 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours, depending upon the scalability, depending upon the people that you are looking for to add in. Okay. Done. Any further questions? What I'm going to do is I'm going to be parking these questions, and we'll be definitely getting in touch with you to answer all these questions. And this will also give us an opportunity to speak with you individually and as a team. All right. Thank you so much. Now we move towards the poll. So we have a short poll by the end. Let's look at that. So give us about 15 seconds and we should be up with the poll. All right. So there is a poll which is available, okay, which says, how does your organization currently track attendance? You can let us know. Is it manual or Excel sheets, biometric, or attendance software? Which department of your do you represent? So just select whichever department that you are, representing today. Unfortunately, I cannot vote. The next is, what's the size of your organization? What is biggest attendance related challenge that you face? This is interesting. And do you face delays in salary processing due to attendance issues? Many organizations do. I'm not sure if yours do also. Moving forward, it is, how confident are you in the accuracy of your current attendance system? Okay. So if you use a biometric or whatever tool, how confident are you? Has it given you sleepless nights? Think about it before you vote. Have you experienced disputes related to attendance or payroll in last 6 months? Do you currently use any productivity or workforce analytics tool? And we have a couple of more, which is, would you consider automating attendance and productivity tracking in the next 6 months? If you do, we will connect. What are you hoping to take away from this webinar? So a question at the end, but I wanted to ask you in the start, but because I was speaking and you were all on mute, you can select whatever you explored, or what were you hoping to get. I'm just scrolling through, and by the time the poll has been done, I'm just looking for anything that is really, really interesting. So there's some anonymous attendee who has asked a question that what kinds of reports do I get with TimeChamp? So I showed a gist of it. You can get all kinds of reports when it comes to attendance. You can know that what is the break time, what is the attendance, what is the hours. You can also see the shrinkage report. Shrinkage is basically, I'll explain it once again, that if there is a schedule which you have. So if I'm your employee, you want me to be working 9 hours in a day or 8 hours in a day, which is 40 hours in the week. So through that shrinkage report, you would be able to see that as per the schedule, how is Divyanshu faring? Is he logging in on time, or is it late, and how late it is? So it allows you to get that data, those analytics, and then you can decide whether it is really, really making a big impact or not. Okay, the difference. So we have various reports, and we can send you a snapshot. How does TimeChamp report support payroll processing through its shift management feature? So you can go ahead and integrate with your current payroll system. We are also developing our internal payroll system, which will ensure that you will be able to export and do things on your own from TimeChamp. But at this point of time, whichever payroll system that you have, there are two things. Either we have a native integration, we can easily do that, or else if there is an open API that your current tool has, we can do that. The only thing when we talk about integration is we will need to discuss with you and understand what is the scope of the integration. Based on that, we can give you a relevant integrated approach. All right. So if everybody has already filled in the polls and all the questions are already done, some I have parked, and I will be definitely sharing those responses pretty much soon. So if there is anything else, you can ask a question, or we can give you another 1 minute before we close the session. Also, one more important thing. You saw the email that you can, reach out at, or the numbers. If you want, I can display that once again to you. What you can do is you can send us a feedback onto the session that we had. And if you would like us to improve on anything, you can let us know. If you want us to highlight on something specific in our next session, or you want us to have our next webinar on a particular topic, please feel free to get in touch on this email or any of these numbers, and we will definitely consider your, suggestions. Anything that you feel that we need to improve, feedback, how would you like to rate this session? You're absolutely open to do that, and we welcome your suggestions. All right, so we're reaching next 30 seconds of the poll, and we will then end the session. Just before we reach to that end, I would like to thank you everybody for being a part of this webinar. I hope that there was some clarity that you got out of what we are doing and how we are trying to solve the problems of our customers, how we can help you and your organization. Feel free to get in touch with us. We are going to be available to talk to you anytime during the day or night. Also, you can go on our website, look at the case studies. It will help you gain more insights, more confidence on TimeChamp as a tool, as a solution, which can help you in your journey towards achieving smoother and robust processes around your attendance and the other productivity modules. All right. So with this, I am going to be stopping to share my screen. And if there is anybody who would like to ask any question verbally, you can ask it. We can unmute you all and you can ask your questions, or you can raise your hand and we can answer your questions. Anybody who has that. Nobody raised the hand. I see Lokia answering, questioning something. Yes, Lokia, go ahead, please. Can you unmute? Sorry, I'm not able to hear you.
Hello, Divyanshu, can you hear me
Oh,
now?
yes. Yes, I can.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can you please help me? How can we manage the people who work on shift? Like, we are using the same system for the people, but two different people will be working on two different shifts.
Mhm.
Like,
So you can go ahead and you can schedule two people individually. It is not one setting for the entire organization. If you have multiple people working in multiple shifts, multiple teams working in multiple shifts, you can do those settings or configurations for them. Not configuration, but you can do those settings for them in terms of which shift or which team is working in which shift. So you can do those schedules very easily and effectively. That is not a problem.
okay, and also, how about the visibility, Divyanshu? Will everybody will have the same visibility about the entire organization, or it'll be based on the roles that
So
people
it will
have?
be based on the, yeah, so good question. It will be based on the roles. If I'm a user, I'm an employee, and I'm on interactive, then definitely I can see my own dashboard and my company can ensure that what I see, they can configure that, as well as the managers and the admins and everybody can see their own, whatever they would like to see, and that particular configuration can be done. We have hierarchy available. So, various hierarchies can see various information. So it is not that your data can be seen by anybody else. If you have a manager, then your manager sees your data. It's like that,
Okay.
right? Shamika has a question. I'm
Hello.
unable to hear
Hi.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
tell me.
So hi. Does this like the system always need to be on internet? Does it always have to have the access of internet or Wi-Fi to track the attendance?
This is amazing question. So the system is designed in a way that if you lose your access, it just needs to be there on the internet when you start the day and you end the day. But in the interim, if you lose out the internet access, electricity goes, but you're still working because you have a laptop, it will keep tracking all the information or noting all the information on your computer. And as soon as there is internet available, it will throw the information onto the cloud servers. All right. So it is never going to be a hindrance for you unless you lose the electricity in a way that your computer doesn't work. Okay.
Also, can I ask what if the system, like the employee that they are using the system is on a leave on the
Mhm,
particular day and they're approved leave, but then too they are
mhm.
accessing the system and doing some work. So how will that count? It be absent or will they take it as an attendance?
So you can actually restrict their tracking on a day when they are not available. Okay. So if they are working on that day, then you will not see if you have restricted it. So it is like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bhavya has a question. You'll need to unmute yourself. I'm unable to hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi,
Tell me.
Divyanshu. Yeah, what happens if an employee forgets to log in or system crashes like switch off or power off? At the time jump still capture the attendance?
So if a person has stopped to log in or forgotten to log in, so you can have a setup in a way that as soon as it is 9 o'clock, it will start tracking on its own. Okay. Or you can have it wherein it is an alert given to the user that okay, this is 9 o'clock, need to start your tracker. So it is like that. You can set it up in a way. Now, if the system goes bad, okay, something goes wrong. So the person, whoever the manager is, they can see that what is the time that this person logged in and how much time did he work for. So they can understand that, okay, this was the time that they have worked. And then if they claim that there is one particular system which was not working, they can also see in the activity that what exactly happened. So there are things that you can actually analyze and see more. So I can share that with you individually how it works.
Yeah, okay. Can timestamp track the attendance for remote people or hybrid people?
Of course. So it is, as I mentioned earlier during the webinar, so it takes care of any team. Okay. It is for hybrid, it is for remote, it is for in office, anywhere you are. If you have a system, you are working on a system, it is going to be definitely going to be tracking your information. So that is not a problem.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Divyanshu, like, how is TimeChamp different from the remaining HRMS tools? Because they do provide attendance, right?
Okay. So just to give a very clear answer on this, TimeChamp is not a HRMS tool. Okay. We are a bridge. We are a bridge between HRMS, what HRMS does. So HRMS is a complete different module altogether or a software altogether. However, what TimeChamp does is we can integrate with your HRMS tool. Okay. And we can read the data. The data can be shared between two tools. So in technical terms, people call it as two softwares can talk to each other. So they can talk to each other in their own language. So you can see their information and timestamps information onto that HRMS tool. How it is different is so timestamp doesn't only take care of one aspect of the business. It takes care of I would say 360-degree or at least 300-degree of a organization's overview. It ensures that you can see everything. You can go ahead and analyze all the data. You can take data driven decisions. So we will slowly, with all those different webinars that we are going to be coming in, we will be sharing that what other topics do or what other aspects does timestamp cover. But it predominantly provides you with business reports. It provides you with attendance reports. It provides you with productivity analysis. It provides you with attendance analysis and everything that you can imagine in a organization. So it is absolutely different. Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Divyanshu, how can we deal with the people who work on dual systems? Say, one is the laptop and the other is the desk, and they started working on lab at 9 and they
Mhm.
were about to reach the office at 11. So, how the
Mhm.
attendance will be calculated?
So you can see in the reports that where they have worked. So the report is going to tell you that where they have worked for how long. So you will be able to see both the systems because it is a user-based license. You will be able to see that. But also, if they are working on two systems, I'll show you a snapshot wherein you can see both the mentions of both the systems over there, which will say that this system is what and that system is what and how much time did that person work for each of them.
Hi Divyanshu. Like, is it
Preeti.
possible to download attendance reports and leave reports separately instead of downloading in a single report?
Of course, you can do that. I showed you that attendance metrics in a report, and then there was a leave report. So you can do that easily, no problems.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
There are two different reports. Yes.
And we have different departments in our company, like we have to set different rules for attendance. And is it possible to customize the attendance rule from timestamp?
Customize the attendance tool itself. Okay, I need to know more of your query so that I can give you a straight answer to that. But there is a possibility we can discuss more about it.
Hi Divyanshu.
Hi, Lakshmi. Tell
Yeah,
me.
as we already know, we capture the attendance through login or logout time, right?
Mhm.
But what if the leave employees just start the tracker at their home?
Mhm.
Do it calculate at the present or absent?
They will still be calculated as absent if you have marked them absent or not absent as such, but on leave, right? So it will not be
Yes.
absent, it will be on leave. But you can configure it in a way that if you still want to go ahead and mark that person as present, you can do it. So it will give you that information that this person was on leave and they have worked from home kind of a thing. So then it will be on your discretion whether you as a manager would like to consider it as a working day or not. Okay. All right, guys, we are already at 47th minute. We wanted to cover this up in 45 minutes. So I appreciate um, you know, your help and support into, talking to us and attending the webinar. We will definitely be in touch for more in future. Okay. We will also be sending the recording of the webinar to you all so that you can look at it at your own convenience. Thank you so much for being in touch. Thank you so much for attending in and for your questions and anybody who has done the poll. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Talk to you soon in the next webinar. Take care. Bye bye.